Ever wondered how some people can study once and just never forget? Like they read something on Monday and still remember it perfectly 2 weeks later, while you can't even recall what you studied yesterday? Here's a secret nobody seems to know about how to study in a way that locks information into your brain so deep it feels almost illegal. Imagine sitting in an exam, and every answer just flows to you like it's been there forever. No panic, no blank mind, no late night cramming. You'll walk away from this video knowing exactly how to make your brain actually remember what you study and how to make it stick for good. So stick with me until the end, because in this video, you'll learn 1. Why your brain forgets so fast, even when you study hard. 2. The memory formula that top students use. It's simple but crazy effective. 3. And how to apply it step by step in real life, even if you're lazy or busy. By the end, you'll not only know how to study better, but how to retain knowledge so well people will literally ask, how do you remember all this stuff? Before we dive in, I'm curious. Be honest, when was the last time you studied for hours and then completely forgot everything the next day? Type it in the comments. I want to see how common this really is. Now, I'm not some genius who just naturally remembers everything. In fact, I used to be the total opposite. I'd read for hours, highlight everything, even rewrite notes, but when it came to tests, my brain would go completely blank. Until I found out it wasn't that I was bad at studying. It was that I was using the wrong method for how the brain actually works. And once I learned how memory really functions, my grades skyrocketed. I stopped stressing, and studying started feeling kinda easy. That's what I want to share with you today. Let's talk about the problem first. You sit down to study, you read everything, maybe you even take nice notes, but after a few days, poof, it's gone. It's not because your brain is dumb, it's because your brain is designed to forget. See, your brain isn't made to store everything you see or read. It's designed to save only what it thinks is important. So if you just read something once, your brain's like, okay, cool, random info, probably not needed again. Delete. But when you review it strategically or use it in a certain way, you trick your brain into saying, wait, this keeps showing up. Maybe it's important. That's when your memory locks it in for the long term. So the real problem isn't that you can't memorize. It's that nobody taught you how to study in a way your brain actually likes. I remember one night before a big exam, I stayed up till 3 a.m., surrounded by coffee and chaos. I had this massive pile of notes, and I kept rereading them like a zombie. And I remember thinking, why do I always forget everything? Maybe I'm just not smart enough. The next day, I stared at the test paper and couldn't remember half the stuff I'd literally just read. That moment hit hard, because I realized effort doesn't matter if the method is wrong. That night changed everything because I decided to stop studying harder and start studying smarter. So here's the illegal feeling method I found, the one that makes your brain actually remember what you study. It's called the active recall plus spaced repetition combo. Sounds fancy, but it's really simple. Active recall means testing yourself instead of just rereading. Spaced repetition means reviewing what you've learned right before you're about to forget it. Think of it like working out your memory. Every time you try to recall something, you strengthen that memory muscle. And by spacing it out, you hit that sweet spot right before forgetting, which signals to your brain, hey, this info's important, keep it. Do this a few times, and the memory becomes automatic. And here's the crazy part, neuroscientists have literally proven this works. In one study, students who used active recall remembered 80% more after a month compared to those who just reread notes. Even elite med students use it because they don't have time to forget. And if you've ever used flashcards like Anki or Quizlet, that's exactly what they're based on, this science-backed combo of recall and spacing. How to apply it step by step in real life. Alright, let's make this real. Here is exactly how to apply this, no fluff. Step 1. Ditch passive studying. No more endless rereading or highlighting everything in neon. Instead, after you finish reading a topic, close the book and ask yourself, okay, what did I just learn? Try to recall it without looking. You'll feel the effort. That's your brain getting stronger. Step 2, create simple questions. Turn your notes into questions. Like instead of writing, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, write, what's the powerhouse of the cell? Now your notes become a mini quiz. Step 3, space it out. Review your material at strategic intervals, after 1 day, after 3 days, after 7 days, after 14 days. You can even use apps like Anki to automate this. It reminds you right before you're about to forget. Step 4, use it in real life. Explain it to a friend. Teach it out loud, or connect it to something you already know. The more ways you use information, the deeper it sticks. Step 5, rest and recharge. Memory doesn't grow when you're studying, it grows when you're resting. So sleep, seriously. If you pull all-nighters, you're basically deleting what you just learned. When I first tried this, I made flashcards for one subject, biology. At first, it felt slow. But after 2 weeks, something wild happened. I could recall entire chapters without looking. My classmates were shocked. They thought I had been studying non-stop, but honestly, I was studying less, just smarter. And here's the thing. Once you experience that moment when everything clicks and you remember what you studied, it's addictive. You'll never go back to cramming again. So here's your challenge. Tonight, don't just review your notes, quiz yourself on them. Even if it's just 10 minutes. Then tomorrow, review it again, spaced out. Keep doing that, and watch your memory transform. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who's struggling to remember their lessons. And drop a in the comments if you're going to try this method tonight, because once you see how well it works, you'll realize studying this way almost feels illegal. Your brain isn't broken, it's just waiting for you to use it the right way. So stop cramming, start recalling, and never forget what you learn again.